This morning in our awards chapel, we honored several of our students with various awards. The following seniors were selected by our faculty as who's who at West Coast Baptist College. These graduating seniors have excelled spiritually and academically and have demonstrated a servant's heart in leadership. They've already received their certificates, but I would like them to stand as I call their name. And again, let's hold our applause until all 12 have been honored. Joanna Adams, Araby Broussard, Shade Fastenrow, Zachary Glenning, Matthew Gregory, Ashley Johnston, Cameron Kettner, Jared Coburnat, Jacob Manis, Anna Mims, Jason Powell, Delaney Yoder. Let's congratulate these seniors. Thank you. You can be seated. We're very grateful for a number of people who have provided scholarships for our students. We awarded these 65 scholarships totaling $76,500 this morning in our awards chapel. But I'd simply like to recognize tonight the donors and recipients again by reading these scholarships and the recipient. The Bible Baptist Church Planting Scholarship of $500 went to David Chimest and Norman Cook. The Billy Davenport Scholarship of $500 went to Michelle Fleming. The Evangelism Scholarship of $500 went to Jesse Everson. The Harold Pickett Scholarship of $500 went to Molly Campbell. The Mansfield Baptist Temple Scholarship of $500 was awarded to Luke Harrelson. The Soul Winning Scholarship of $500 went to Malachi England, Jordan Salas, and Nathan Kalbeck. The Valley Forge Baptist Church Planting Scholarship of $500 went to Joshua Tywat. The Virginia Sisk Scholarship of $500 went to Alexa Fastenrow. The Richard and Alice Odenthal Scholarship of $500 went to Jeremy Houghton and Charlie Johnston. The People's Baptist Church Scholarship of $750 went to Reagan Whitman and J.C. San Pedro. The Becky Sadlowski Scholarship of $1,000 went to Amanda Harris. The Castleview Baptist Church Scholarship of $1,000 went to Joshua Manuder. The Don Sisk Missionary Scholarship of $1,000 went to Mark Harris. The Earl Husband Scholarship of $1,000 went to Benjamin Sandoval. The Faith and Finance Ministry Scholarship of $1,000 went to Roxelle Tolatino and McKenna Williams. The First Baptist Church Scholarship of $1,000 went to Naomi Philauer. The Franklin Road Baptist Church Scholarship of $1,000 went to Valerie Anderson. The Glenn Pruitt Memorial Scholarship of $1,000 went to Riot Golson. The International Scholarship of $1,000 went to Esther Chen. The Jesse Coley Memorial Missions Scholarship of $1,000 was given to Matt Palmer. The John Alvarez Scholarship of $1,000 was awarded to Kenneth Ruse. The Leo Walther Memorial Scholarship of $1,000 was given to Rebecca Nelson. The Lighthouse Baptist Church Scholarship of $1,000 was given to Jordan Thomas, Lauren Marquez, Shania Pustum, Faith Glaze, Christy Ronan, Abe Kurtz, Daniel Molina, Jonathan Chrisman, Dorothy Storis, and San Wong Chiandra. The Nelson Adams Memorial Scholarship of $1,000 went to Kristen Adams, Joanna Adams, Pearl Foster, Alicia Ramos, Stephen Ruvacalba, and Andy Young. The Tucson Baptist Church Scholarship of $1,000 went to Brian Russell. The Virginia Collier Pastor's Wife Scholarship of $1,000 went to Lorena Wright. The Barnabas Scholarship of $1,500 was given to Christopher Turner, Benjamin Estrada, Jonathan Balin, Gina Pinn, and Rayanne Harris. The Faith Baptist Church of Sydney Scholarship of $1,500 went to Benjamin Fastenrow, Maria Higgins, Brianna Chicas, Ingrid Cahu, and Adrielle Inventor. The Barbara Lay Hospitality Scholarship of $2,000 was given to Aloha Nolan. The Gina Dunwoody Scholarship of $2,000 was given to Elena Cripps and Brooklyn Walker. The Margaret Rasmussen Excellence in Education Scholarship of $2,000 went to Chantel Johnson. The Roland Rasmussen Contend for the Faith Scholarship of $2,000 went to Noah Stevens. The Married Student Scholarship of $4,000 went to Gabe Vallejo. The Wanda Kyle Christian Education Scholarships, the recipient of the $1,000 scholarship went to Abigail Ostenhut, the recipient of the $2,500 scholarship to Audrey Tate, and the recipient of the $5,000 scholarship to Megan Glenning. Let's thank these donors and congratulate these students. Perhaps there's a pastor of a church here tonight, or perhaps there's an individual and you'd like to honor your church at graduation time each year, or perhaps a loved one that's passed on to be with the Lord, and give a scholarship to one of these students in honor or memory of your church or a loved one. We would be happy to speak with you about that. You can see Dr. Rasmussen, and he'll be happy to present that in the next year. The following students have received in chapel this morning a one-year Bible certificate. They have completed successfully a one-year Bible curriculum consisting of 32 credit hours. I would like them to stand as I call their name and come to the platform stairs so that we can congratulate them on their one-year Bible certificate. Again, if you'll hold your applause until they're all standing here in the front, we'll congratulate them together. Christopher Adelhart, granted in absentia. Shane Book, granted in absentia. Levi Boyles. Ben Cecil. Esther Chen. Noella De La Cruz. Ryan Deely. Elizabeth Dupree, granted in absentia. Alexa Fastenrow. Jacob Lee Fortmiller. Juliana Freemer. Brandon Graydon, granted in absentia. Mo Greenlee. Jillian Hinkle. Kieran Paul Hurst, granted in absentia. J.B. Jorquin. Esther Colbeck. Nathan Colbeck. Levi Manus. Sarah McClanahan, granted in absentia. Elena McLean. Abigail Michelle. Eric Michael Olivas. Sabrina Palmer. Joseph Paz. Jonah Rawlings, granted in absentia. Kyle Thompson, granted in absentia. Lauren Brooke Wilson. Abby Wright, granted in absentia. Paul Yates. Lalo Zermeno. Let's congratulate these young people on one-year Bible certificates. I'll ask them to be seated at this time. Brother Rick Houck, the chairman of our Bible department, conducted oral examinations along with our Bible faculty for all the young men in the class of 2021 who are entering the ministry. I'd like to recognize Brother Houck at this time to come for a special presentation.
All of our senior men go through the oral examination, and I have to say that this year probably has been one of the best years for our senior men. They've done an outstanding job, but one stood above the rest, and that is Stephen Wheeler.
Coach Beeson will let you know if he was studying while he was playing basketball or not, but appreciate Stephen juggling, being a student athlete, and winning this award for doing the best job in his orals. This past week, we conducted the preliminary round of our annual student preaching marathon. All of the young men preached and did an outstanding job, and I'd like all of those who preached, many are in the balcony perhaps, but all the guys that preached in the preliminary round, would you stand right now for us? And let's congratulate all of them. From that preliminary round, we selected 13 young men to preach on Thursday night in the semifinal round, and then the judges from those 13 selected 5 to preach in our Friday morning chapel. I'd like to ask these young men to come to the platform at this time, and we will find out how they did. Malachi England, David Devade Kim, Jared Colbernat, Nick Feltz, Joshua Tywad, if you guys would come. These young men have taken seriously this call to preach, and I'm so thankful for it. I think this generation recognizes that our freedoms are at risk, and we better take advantage of the opportunity we have for religious liberty. And one of those religious liberties is to still preach the Word of God freely. And I so appreciated these young men doing so this past week. If they made it to the final round, they preached 3 days in a row. And so that was a blessing to hear them. 5th place this year goes to David Kim. 4th place, Jared Colbernat. 3rd place, Malachi England. 2nd place, Joshua Tywad. 'Doesn't it amaze you when people can sing and preach? I tell you, that is an amazing thing. And 1st place, can you sing, Nick? Okay. Well, some people just get one gift. But 1st place this year, Nick Feltz. Appreciate these men. And pray for our young men as they go out this summer and have opportunities to preach God's word. And they'll do it faithfully, and that God will give them success. God will give them blessing on their life and on their preaching. At the heart of education is the education of the heart. Though we believe that all of our graduates have received an education of both their hearts and minds, several have excelled in their academics, and we wish to honor them today. The following master's students have walked today and received their master's degree with honors. That means that they have maintained a minimum of 3.5 grade point average during their master's work. I'll ask them to simply stand as I read their name. Please hold your applause until we recognize all of them. Matthew Bennett, Paul Brinkman, Joshua Clay, Stephen Curry, Susanna Evans, Erica Fernandez, Emily Foster, Esther Friedenstein, Heather Freimeyer, Timothy Hitte, Tan Huang, Jesse Jones, Carrie Myrick, Justin Raymond, Benjamin Peck, Robert Perry, Alyssa Williams, and Justin Yo. Let's congratulate these as well as those online. It's always kind of bittersweet to see some of our master students especially that do not make it back for graduation because most of them are out serving the Lord already and in ministries, and it's difficult to get away and come and walk, but hope they're watching tonight, and we certainly want to honor these that are graduating in absentia as well with these awards. The following students are graduating with honors in their associate's degree, which means that they've obtained a grade point average of 3.5 or higher during their entire 2 years of career. The gold honor cords, which they wear, are indications of this achievement. So I'm going to ask these associate degree students who have received honors tonight to stand, if they will. Lauren Martinez, 3.57. Abby Carlson, 3.58. Juliana Davis, 3.78. And Brianna Miller, 3.79. Would you congratulate these associate degrees? The following students are graduating with honors in their bachelor's degree, which means that they have obtained a grade point average of 3.5 or higher during all 4 years or more of their college career. And again, the cords give that signification of their achievement. I'll ask them to stand as I read their name and their GPA. Christina Graves, 3.50. Jessica Castor, 3.50. Shade Fastenrow, 3.54. Hugo Reyes, 3.54. Kaylee Rogers, 3.54. Ashley Kaiser, 3.55. Christy Berger, 3.59. Jason Powell, 3.59. Jessica Wass, 3.60. Peter Bumakad, 3.61. Ashley Johnston, 3.65. Emma Chisani, 3.68. Allison Milton, 3.70. Arabi Broussard, 3.74. Jacob Barrett, 3.75. Leanne Pinnell, 3.77. Harmony Raymaker, 3.77. Natalie Chadwick, 3.80. Sarah Green, 3.82. Zach Francis, 3.83. Elizabeth Chenard, 3.84. Benjamin Youngren, 3.84. Michael Huygens, 3.85. Naomi Keene, 3.89. Cam Kentner, 3.89. Hannah Willoughby, 3.89. Joanna Adams, 3.92. Zachary Glenning, 3.93. Matthew Gregory, 3.93. Jerry L. Mendoza, 3.93. Aaron Thiessen, 3.93. Tamara Kabakugan, 3.94. Delaney Yoder, 3.94. Emily Castro, 3.96. Emily Moore, 3.96. Andrea Shoemaker, 3.97. Katie Varnador, 3.97. Joshua Marquardt, 3.98. Jenna Crowell, 3.9906. Remember that number. Let's congratulate these students with honors. I would like to ask these three students to come to the platform: Bethany Brader, Anna Mims Snyder, James Patzer. Do you still have that number in your head? 3.9906. With the second highest grade point average in the class of 2021, our salutatorian with a GPA of 3.9907 is James Patzer. I'm not sure there's too much farther to go up from 3.9907, but indeed there is. We have had in the history of West Coast Baptist College in 25 years, 3 students graduate with a 4.0. This year, we're adding 3 more to that distinct group of students. Bethany Brader, Anna Mims Snyder, and Keegan Moodley, who's down under in Australia tonight, would love to be here but can't get out of the country. And Keegan as well, 4.00. Let's congratulate these valedictorians. When I told Pastor we had 3 4.0s, he said, "Did we hire any of them?" I was glad we could say yes, 1. Got 1 out of 3. The President's Award is named so in honor of our pastor, Dr. Chappell, who as president of the West Coast Baptist College has paid the price to envision, birth, and lead this ministry from its inception. Dr. Chappell preaches and lives servant leadership, and it is this quality that the college strives to put into the hearts of our students. The President's Award this year is given to the following seniors in recognition of their outstanding servant leadership throughout their years here at West Coast. The winner of this President's Award in 2021, we have 2, Zachary Glenning and Ashley Johnston. Congratulate them again. Each year, West Coast Baptist College presents a Caleb Award. Caleb is a well-known Bible character who wholly followed the Lord as God, even when those close to him had their focus on other things and caved to the pressures of fear and doubt. At age 85, Caleb was still ready to fight the battle and claim the mountain that God had promised to him. When Dr. Chappell and I decided on the recipient of this Caleb Award for 2021, we were very much aware that he would not be able to attend this service, not because he would not desire to be here. West Coast Baptist College and these students behind me are his passion and his love. He has spent his entire life of ministry investing in college students. As a member of our faculty and administration, our recipient has battled like Caleb of old through the attacks of Satan spiritually, emotionally, and physically. No one has met the health challenges of diabetes and more recently Parkinson's disease any more nobly, courageously, and graciously than our recipient. While the doctors have given up any remedy from the continuous pain and suffering he has now, he has not given up. His dedication has been unwavering, his spirit unchanged, and his vision for these laborers behind me undimmed. Dr. Goddard, we love you. Your example inspires us. Your prayers encourage us. Your life teaches us. We're humbled and honored to present to you tonight the 2021 Caleb Award, Dr. Jerry Goddard. Keep climbing, keep fighting. Pastor.
Dr. Goddard has been an academic dean here for many years, and these last few years have been very challenging. And yet, every week he calls in or Zooms in to our administrative meetings. He has found a way to stay in touch and to keep encouraging. But his constant encouragement to the students and the faculty has made a great difference here at West Coast. And Dr. Goddard, I know you watch every service online. We want you to know that we love you. Our prayers are with you, and as soon as we get the doctor's permission, we're going to bring this over to your house to tell you and Debbie how much you mean to all of us. Thank you, and congratulations.
Graduates and their families who would like to take pictures with Dr. Chappell after the service, he'll be in the West Wing lobby after the ceremony today, and you can meet him there. At this time, I'd like to recognize Joshua Marcourt, who represents the class of 2021.
There are a lot of people here. Dr. Chappell, board members, deacons of Lancaster Baptist Church, administration, faculty, staff, family, friends, guests. As representative of the class of 2021, I would like to express our appreciation for each of your part in our training for the harvest. We couldn't make it here without you. As a class, we have tried to watch and learn from your lives as well as from your preaching and teaching. It is our desire not just to watch it, but to use what we have learned faithfully and live it and proclaim it in our lives and in our ministries. This year, for our class gift, we want to provide scholarships for 2 students. We have dedicated these scholarships in honor of Bill Weibel. Bill Weibel was one of the first deacons at Lancaster Baptist Church, and he recently passed away this winter. He is remembered for his faithful service to Lancaster Baptist Church, and we have chosen 2 students who have exemplified these same traits, these same godly traits, and these qualities at West Coast, specifically in their service and in their soul winning. We want to award 2 $600 scholarships to James Dawson and to Sabrina Palmer. We promise to pray for you in this ministry as we depart, but we would simply ask that you please pray for us as the class of 2021, just that we would be faithful as you have been faithful here.
Thank you, Josh. When I think about students like Josh, who's called to the country of Bangladesh as a missionary, I really believe that all of the prayers and sacrifice and effort for raising up the college are worth it to hear about lives like this surrendered to the call of Jesus Christ. But then to think that your class has thought about such a special member of our church who contracted the COVID virus and who went to be with the Lord a few months ago. Bill Weibel was one of the 12 that asked me to come and be the pastor here. And he served as a faithful deacon and usher for all 35 years that we've been here. Just about every Sunday night as I'd walk out the back, sometimes feeling like I just dropped a bomb in the message and maybe the day wasn't like I thought it would go. Just about every Sunday night he'd give me a hug around the neck and say, "That was a great message, Pastor. Thanks for being my pastor." I'm so thankful and indebted to Bill Weibel, and I'm so honored and humbled that this class would remember a member of this local church with their senior class gift. And I want to thank you and commend you for that. And I want to thank all of you for joining with us for these last 2 hours and 3 minutes together. It's been just a joy for us. It's been a wonderful year. I wish you could have seen the spirit of these students this year and their heart for souls and the way they have just continuously pursued the calling of God upon their life. It's been a privilege to have a part in each and every one of their lives. And would you congratulate them once again?